Coach?
Wow. That was a great ball game. That's one of those that you hate to have somebody lose because both teams played as well as they possibly could today, in my opinion. Both pitchers did a great job. To me, we came up with the timely hit there at the end of the ball game to win that. So I couldn't be more proud of the young ladies I'm sitting next to and the entire group in my dugout. I thought they kept fighting for a long, long time today. They made fun of me because we had a 4-hour practice on Monday, and they said I prepared them for this. But that wasn't really the plan, trust me. But, you know, congrats to Texas, too, because, again, I thought they played a great ball game today.
To the back.
Well, Taylor, I'm sure everybody's exhausted, but take me through the feelings right now and how special that was for you winning this one in the postseason and doing it like that.
That was great. I'm so relieved right now. I said before the game we don't want to make it close, and that was way too close. Honestly, I'm so glad we could get through it, though, and win it for Randi. She worked her butt off out there and was doing great, and I'm just so proud.
Right here, the red.
Coach, you guys had a lot of opportunities throughout the whole game. You know, it could any other team could have folded and just, you know, after missed opportunity after missed opportunity. What does that mean that your team was able to keep finding those chances and keep going and eventually break through?
Well, I think the good part is we got better as the game went, and that's not always the case for everybody. I think the second time through our lineup, we didn't do a very good job offensively, but the third time and the fourth time, we started to figure it out. And so, you know, I think some of it was about confidence, some of it was about some adjustments we made along the way. And so I thought they did a great job of just continuing to compete, but I've been saying that pretty much all year about them. They do a great job of staying in the ball game and competing even when it's not going their way.
Randi, I don't have the exact numbers in front of me. I'm sure it was like 170 or something. Tell me, you're pretty tired right now?
I am. Mentally and physically, I am exhausted. But I'm glad that we came out on top and we kept fighting. You know, offensively and defensively, I couldn't ask for anything better. They worked their tail ends off throughout the whole game, and I think that we got better as the game went on, and that's huge. And I'm glad we came out on top with the win.
Did they ever think about taking you out, or you weren't going to let that happen?
I was not going to let that happen, but I know Quincy was in the bullpen just in case, just ready to go. And so that's big, too, knowing that I have somebody behind me who can come in and get the job done as well.
Over here in the break.
Coach, it's the third win over Texas this year. Each time it was 2-1. What is it about this team that every time you play them, it's such a close game?
Well, again, I think you have two great ball clubs that match up pretty well. You know, we came up with a big hit early in the game, thank goodness. You know, they had some big hits that stayed in the ballpark, thank goodness. So, you know, I think, again, it's become a pretty good rivalry. You know, those kids all know each other. They've played against each other now for a lot of years because a lot of our players are both from Texas. So I just think it creates an atmosphere where kids are going to go out and compete. And I thought both teams competed really well today.
Over here to Brent.
Coach, I know you would do this regardless of the circumstances, but how much now do you stress, you know, hydration, good night's rest, and everything for your players after 12 innings?
Well, I'm pretty sure that Coach Osterman already told Randi her plan for the next 24 hours or 12 hours or whatever it is to recover. But, yeah, they've done a really good job of that all year long, to be honest. And I think that some of my teams in the past haven't. And I think that we haven't been our best at the end. And I think this group has done a good job of buying into that, not happily some days, but they bought into it. And most of them ice bath on their own, even without it being mandatory. But, yes, everybody's ice bathing today.
Coach, after that marathon game, is the plan to go back to Randi? Is that physically possible?
The plan is to pray for rain tonight, and we're just going to sit around and have a delay. Yeah, Randi Rupp's going to get the ball until she doesn't want the ball anymore. I mean, she's been that type of player for us. She's got us to where we are, and we're not going to take the ball out of her hand unless she tells us to.
Cease down here to the left.
Coach, yesterday you said since you guys have played twice, the team that would make the adjustments probably would have the edge. For those of us that didn't see the first two games, did this end up just being a carbon copy of the other two games, just more at stake since the NCAA tournament, or was this game different than the other two?
I actually thought both teams swung the bat better tonight than they had in the other two ball games, and some of that could be the familiarity of it. But I do think that this was a better offensive game for both teams than the other two games have been, in my opinion.
This one's for Randi. gotten a couple jams early on, the eight straight balls. How'd you kind of shake that off and then rebound and kind of improve from there?
Just to stay focused and keep pushing, keep fighting through it. Just continuing to play one pitch at a time, and like I said, I think I got better as the game went on. I kept reminding myself just stay on my legs and just to push through it, fight through it, get through this adversity. And just rely on my teammates, and they came out in clutch situations, and they played defense great, and just came up with the clutch hit when we needed it.
Randi, just in the back, how much fun was it to play in front of that crowd and all the fan support you guys had?
So much fun, and we could have not done it without them. They make that environment so much more fun, and like I said, we could have not done it without the huge fan base that came here and followed us.
Randi, maybe when the bracket came out and somebody who didn't follow y'all as much and everything just assumed the Aggies and Longhorns were going to play in the second game, how proud are you to have disrupted that reunion?
Oh, for sure. Very, very proud of our team. And like I said yesterday, I think we're putting ourselves in a good spot, putting ourselves on the map. And now I'm sure, have more fans after that game. And it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Any other questions for the panel?
Hey, there's a lot of maroon around here right now, isn't there?
Awful lot. All right. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.